want me to come down yet? I'm just looking for Surge. Okay, coming. Okay, I'm 6 minis, 2 chugs. I'm 6 minis, 2 chugs.
They just don't have time. They don't have time.
I can carry it. I can carry 4 more chugs,
right now.
and I've extra stock.
Need to end this fight as soon as possible, but
okay.
Punishment starting to come.
But I can buy another. Okay, I have 4 chugs and 1 big. You guys have med miss? 4 med miss?
The slow play, the defensive play from Kaz's. Noah plays in Chaos Gaming starting to rack up here now.
There was so many kids northeast.
Funny enough about this situation, if you look at
like,
all the
6 chugs, 1 big.
on that full trio down below, it still might not be enough to deal with the storm surge that they're going through now, especially in the next zone where the threshold will increase. So they're definitely on the clock.
There's 2 teams.
You mentioned. And that time is ticking very, very fast. 259, even though they got the piece up above. Kaz is the one that's getting the shots. He's able to get the knock on the vert. They actually trade, but now Taki's put in a tough situation. He's trying to drop down, get the builds, whatever heals that he can, but it was not his. It was not his siphon. So Taki, Isho, and Vert will go down. And Noah as well. Even with elimination onto Kaz, this just got difficult for Chaos Noah and Kaz's.
Yeah, you saw the being lost there due to the surge, but
3-3-5. What do you sell? What do you sell?
They just caught an elimination
What's
off the Cyrus. They seem to just keep finding these cheeky free points here on the edge of the storm. Just by being in the right position at the right time. This time it's Cyrus who falls. Just caught out, having a struggle to rotate through the zone. And it's perfect too. Look, this is the way to the new zone as it just pulled north, so couldn't have been a better time for Peterbot's trio. But just as they're only 594 above, they're recognizing, hey, we're not out of the woods just yet. A little more work to do here.
We're using Cozy? Wait, they're right here. Yeah, we could wait for a triple round that.
More times than not, we see them rotating.
We can't fire or no?
You already see one player, probably Ritual, already making his way on over on the train tracks, just trying to get as much information, the awareness of where these players are at, what type of sacrifices you're going to have to make if it is going to mean going into the zone, which wouldn't be surprised me if they did, or if they just brute force their way onto the edge, joining a couple of those other teams on that side overall. Muzz, Rise, Yapko, 512.
Wait, be honest, who's in this bush? Who's in this bush? Be honest.
Much more stack side of the zone where Peterbot would eventually have to rotate into if they did continue to go straight. And you're seeing the lay of the land. A lot of these teams and players on top of mountains, the edges,
I know.
so that way they can have as much elevation as possible without investing too many materials.
Wait, far right. 24, 47 crack.
Here. The zone is going to end up pulling that way. They have a couple options to go for.
Do we have a miss?
Teams rotating early, starting to get punished in here. It's noisy and crew.
I'm looking.
Some good
they're looking. We should trade. We should throw it and trade.
You know what?
Yeah.
They're gonna be able to sit here for a while if they wanted to, and just farm every team for damage. Really set back these trios. Meanwhile, visuals, Briggs, and a Minish get dropped down on
build up.
by Muzz and Jackco.
Well, I'm trying to get an angle trade with them.
Get the finish, and they slide on out, content with the refarm.
Island peeking.
Leftover material there.
25, 50, 100, 150, 100. On height. They're med missing. They can't. I'm a fucking go, baby. Big shitter. Fucking go.
Starting to slip away here. Even though last game was a 5th place second, Recooper and
40
catapulted them up and over them by 40 points. And now it's going to be all
can stay on it, but they need surge.
Jackal and Rise, our 5th place team, are starting to
It's blanking. 24.
Just under about 60 or so points is the differential, and they're the ones that take them down and left them as a duo. It's Aegis Poil.
Far right, Higgins, far right.
No IGL this time around, but at least Acorn can still
I'm looking, I'm with you.
Even while watching on the sidelines, 445 damage above the threshold. You're seeing it around the lobby, some faring much better than others. It's Cold, Ritual, Peterbot. And they're a team that are above or below. They don't really let them affect their nerves at all.
Sorry.
The game plan unless they really have no choice. And they get a clean rotation towards the side just under the island as well.
Yep, look up.
Based up right next to Clix's trio. Little do they know. They kind of swung
all you
around
have is
the side here. And notice, this was not a good rotate for them. They were at all
max
cap material. They're about halfway through their reserves right now.
What's your max
they went early, and it's likely because Clix's trio
3, 1, 5.
focusing them first, given that they were one of the few teams to rotate. And look,
wait, right. They're coming 25.
On that story, are finding themselves in absolute shambles territory here. Boyo, the last man standing here for the trio.
Vince, you again. Vince, you again. You need to go.
Right now, but how much can he do as he's got a maximum draw pull halfway through the mats here, Jacob? This is not good.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. It's going to be tough. The good thing he does have the materials. He does have the gold splashes and a kneecapper, so he can close the distance in the blink of an eye. But a max pull, never
Somebody's
easy
out of
for
the
anybody, especially when you have a team just like this, looking so far into the distance from a top.
Wait, below. 25, crack. Right. Strike.
52. There's a lot of opportunity here with this next couple players trying to rotate in, but this is one of those positions where I see
I see him.
because it's so elevated above everybody else on the map that you can get a lot of surge.
Whoa.
I see teams
What is he? Nice, get finished. You got it. Good shit, boss. How many? I need AR. Gliding.
Loyo, 562 above, thinking if he needs to fight his way through this one. Opts not to. Player.
It's to my right.
It's gonna slow him down.
I'll fuck him off. I need AR ammo. Watch me on this.
Pieces him before he even realizes what happens, but
AR ammo. Here's all my metal. All my metal.
Splashes to work with Siphon, keeping him alive, but no, it's hack in the distance. He has to chug it out, but it's only 10 in the chug. It's
4
not
chugs.
enough.
Here's up.
And Boya's gonna fall prematurely here.
Okay.
In game number 10.
I'm 240.
Higgs, Clips, and Yamcha only have a single elimination. So once again, they have a lot of ground to make up for. First, they have to get to the zone. This is where they play best, though.
They're going outside. I can't prevent it.
Early rotate, they know how to do this. They're met with Kanata's resistance on the other side of the wall here.
Blow, 30.
And they do exactly that.
To be
Being
honest.
a little bit more proactive in getting those eliminations because there's 6 eliminations on the
Got
other
him.
side.
That is
That is
I'm front of me.
the way to catch up by being a little bit too slow to the punch. Sometimes you
Unlucky.
just have to take that risk. Kills are doing the same thing up above, but he goes down for it. Visuals
Okay,
Braid
I'm
still
staying on him,
trying to
staying
hold
on
on to their bubble spot in terms
2-1-0,
of
3-1-0.
61 below the damage threshold. They know.
Wait, we need to watch Brad in front of us. It's a solo. You shouldn't even look at him.
Well, and there's the shot that they need onto Phenom. They're going to be above the damage threshold, but not by much. They're still going to be thinking about it in the back of their minds, especially after they continue this
Walking.
rotation.
They're rotating. Left. Sorry, Higgs.
Ritual still looking around.
Higgs under, okay? Higgs under, okay?
Built a lot of space, so when a team like this tries to jump in the box, they set them right.
I'm trying to help Higgs.
I was gonna say, if
Bowman
they
out.
were cutting
Space,
that,
straight.
those would have been the paths that they've been desperately looking for.
Yeah, big. Problem big.
Find
Throwing
that
big.
refresh, even though they secured a couple eliminations. But Hayes is on the
I'm
other
shooting
side
north.
here. He might be the first target picked up here. The knock comes through, and another team's there. It's Shadow Curve and Tyler who snipe away the mats that
I'm trying.
to secure. Old Flash is coming
I am. I've been shooting.
on the low ground. Clix is on the move, but Peter
Oh.
Bot, Cold, and Ritual.
Fine. They're going up. Bring him.
Danger is approaching.
I'm getting on zone.
Looking up right now, they're seeing high ground team trying to jump
With you.
across. That's
With you on
Muzz,
creep.
that's
Yep.
Rise and Yapko, but Muzz was the one
Yeah,
trying to go
looking.
ahead to the front side of the zone and reconnect them to
On
make
height.
sure they're fortified. But we know
Yeah,
what
dim on me.
happens here.
Same old song is
Gold
boxing kid, maybe.
flashes out. Peter Bot is looking up, trying to put down pressure. Good
I have
damage on the Muzz.
free.
The confidence
I have free.
is building here for Peter
Have it.
Bot. But it's only momentary because they don't have any materials. This is the
I have
challenge.
it.
that they want to take,
Can't.
but
Yep. Wait.
I mean, at this point, they have to finish the job. Cold, Ritual are
Nice.
playing the
Nothing.
side.
Nice. Race.
Peter Bot's gonna
We're gonna turn. Relax.
have to force the box
I have 100 mats.
barely has anything either, so they're almost playing
Yep.
directly into their hands right now.
Okay. She's looking back.
It's gonna be perfect for Muzz Trio, as this is what they were looking like.
Low got nothing.
All on the line though. He said 7 left.
I can't.
Go up.
Yeah, buddy. Mine.
Jacko gets melted.
I got mats.
It's just insane
Drop-
yet again, but we still have
Here. Drop my mats.
down below the space that they created. They're trying to make it work, but Higgs, he looks like he got lost into the fray, trying to reunite.
Here, drop build. 6 builds. I'm looking back. Higgs come.
Build monster, so it's all or nothing, and Booga goes
30.
down. They find a key
Enemy's getting.
elimination, and then refresh that's keeping them going.
On us. Yep.
By himself, fully healthy Tyler. Not the
Above us. Okay.
Oh, they're still on the same game. It's top 5 teams. It's 11th.
Swing. Okay. Yeah, we fight these kids.
Bless you.
Okay. Right here, we have edits. Looking. Right here.
Yeah, Clix's stream is super behind. Wait, hold on. Yamzo might be dead.
Nice zone. One dead.
No! Oh!
They're both low. Dead.
Peter Bot's down as well.
Oh! Wait, Peter Bot's dead.
The placement, but now he's in a tough situation. 3v2
Wait. If wait, Curve is in zone. Wait, Curve is dead. Oh no, yo, Eamzo just clutched a second. Huh? Yeah, the game's over. Donnie did. Oh! They just got a second. They just got a second. A second with 8 kills. Hmm?
Yo, dude, needing 40
Four, yeah, 45. 45 still. Yo, wait. That's 16 points. It's a 16 point. There's these two are still. They have 2 more games. They have 2 more games. If
Okay, who's in second?
who's in second, Clicks. Yo, so yeah, so Donnie went fighting and he killed Eamzo last second. Oh wow.
Get any closer?
Yeah.
How many points was it last match?
Dang.
What was the point different last match?
Huh?
What was the points different last match between Flips and Peter?
I don't know.
Can't you go back?
I'm not sure on what it was.
Just go back to the leaderboard.
Dang.
How are you getting that leaderboard?
Hmm?
Is that the official Fortnite?
Yeah, this is official Fortnite. Look, so it's a 16 point difference. Dang.
Last game?
Wait. So let's see how many 2 a.m. players we have in finals. So 1 fall in. I'm just gonna look. 2, 3, 4.
I mean, 300.
All right, we have 4 2 a.m. players.
Like once these kind of games happen, we sometimes we forget these teams can get 100 points very, very quickly, right? So I know Zeke was kind of calling out, "Hey, listen, playing for prize money, yeah, for sure, right? Jump yourself up a couple of spots, but a couple more games like that, you could potentially maybe squeak into one of those qualifying spots. I don't know, probably too hard. I'm wishful thinking right there. But yeah, we gotta imagine." To get that victory royale, remember they had to have stolen high ground from Peterbot's trio at some point, which is just so interesting. Great win from this trio.
I mean, to jump up now with the 345 points, they're jumping up into 11th place. Top 10 is where we want to be. That's where the money swings start to get crazier and crazier, right? So with 2 games left, they could find themselves.
Yeah, 2 games left.
Even higher on the standings. For now, that we're gonna go to a break. When we return, so much to discuss. See you real soon.
Alright, yeah, there's 3 minutes to the next game. Oh yeah, so the Pro-Am, they're on May 10th is Pro-Am. Zemi and Cooper. Hold up, let me see the Pro-Am. Is it the last Pro-Am? Ninja and Marshmallow won. The Pro-Am, it's like dual FNCS but in reload. Alright, you wanna see the teams? If I could find them. It's basically like globals. Dang, I want to go to the event. It's $44 a ticket. For tickets for the Pro-Am. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, so it would be like 170 bucks for 4 of us. Alright. Alright. Yo, RJ, you wanna know the teams? No, no. Yo, Mongrel and Allier. Mongrel and Allier. Mr. Savage and Lachlan. Cooper and Zemi. Booga and TG. Peterbot and Ozzy. Clicks and Lacey. Queasy and Nick A30. Yo, Cypher's cooked. Cypher actually loses.
The PK?
Yeah.
The points are too close. With 2 games left to go in this last game, Clicks, Iamzo, Higgs. Iamzo left as a solo, back against the wall. Nothing in the inventory. Has to make the play of his career to try and minimize these
Yeah.
points, to try
Yeah.
and make sure Peterbot, Hold the Ritual don't pull away farther than they already are. And he does it. I cannot believe that Iamzo, as a solo, ended 2nd place with 8 eliminations. That's a heist. This is the heist season. He just pulled off the biggest heist.
Honestly, I can believe it. I actually asked Kench at the start of the finals this weekend to give me
Booga,
a
Digital
damage
Gamer,
number for
Seti,
all
and
the players
Diaz.
from zone 9 to 12. And Iamzo, unsurprisingly, was
Cooper and
number
Zemi.
one.
Thomas
When it
HD and
comes down to these
Somerset.
endings, when it comes down to duo or solo clutching, Iamzo is always the one that we see here on the low ground. Even when he gets down to just a sliver of health, Vivid, he has not stopped yet.
The names that are popping up when he hits those shotgun shots. One of the most important ones there, being on to full. I mean,
Bro.
who could write it
Clicks
any
has
better?
Moxie,
As a
bro.
solo, duo left alive on P
Actually,
here. They're trying to spray into my box. Boom.
this is
one
good,
pump
though.
to go ahead and save
Wait,
the
Ziad.
game. Nada tries getting in my box too.
Moxie's a
One
girl?
pump there as well. The clutch
Ziad.
to keep us
For
this
all the big
close on
tournaments,
the leaderboard.
so Moxie's a
16
girl, and
points.
she
What an
4th, 2nd,
absolute
4th, 3rd,
masterclass
1st, 2nd, 4th,
by
1st,
Iamzo
2nd.
right there. But we gotta talk about it.
What?
Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual. 5th place, 9 eliminations.
She's
Still
played
right
with
there, the elimination on the leaderboard, right?
Chica.
89 total eliminations. It's
She
insane
played
how
with
many of those points
Scented
are
and
coming up, man.
Webster.
Oh yeah, and we knew that they were going to be elimination heavy, but something that I really appreciate from them and that you were appreciating as well, Vivid, is that they are one of the only trios that is really pressuring height, and we can see just how successful that can be when you play it right. But another thing we noticed is that they had no builds when they were pressuring
Dang,
height.
Scent.
Staying onto the second high ground could be an
Ziad.
opportunity for them to kind of
Zid, I feel bad for Scented, bro. Second, Zid, this is FNCS finals, by the way. Second, 4th, 2nd, 3rd.
The standings. Bring him back. Gotta tell more of this crazy story. Remember, Peterbot, Cold Ritual, they've already qualified. So right now, if everything stopped, we're looking at a top 4 finish to earn one of the 3 spots going to the Global Championships. Keep in mind, though, Hoyo is not that far away right now. 7th place. He could look to strike. And I mean, if we look at the points from 3rd all the way down to 10th, right? This is still possible. I would say like 9th. All right, let's be realistic a little bit, Zeke. Sorry about that, Zeke. 9th place to 3rd place. Anything can still happen. A single interaction, a single failed move, a single failed edit could mean a trio in these top 10 could fall, and then everyone else will desperately be trying to claw their way up these standings. It is not only unbelievable at the very top, we have this back and forth. Peterbot trying to reclaim from, last major, he got a 2nd place. He wants the 1st place again. Clicks trying to get that 1st championship title.
Zid, do you feel bad for Thomas HD? He's the best player to not get an FNCS win. Zid, listen to this. No, these are his FNCS placements. 2nd, 3rd, 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 2nd, third, second.
Yeah, there is honestly just
Even
so
more.
many different stories that are going
He got
on
second
right now. It's not just the
globals.
story of who's going to get first. It's not just the story of can Clicks finally win his victory royale. It's not, or his finals. It's not just the story of can Peterbot reclaim his former glory. There is so much going on here, and a team that we keep looking at time.
Yep.
They had kind of going into that game, saving them right there. They got to pick things back up and hold on.
Clicks
to
just
that
has
false spot.
20,000 V-Bucks.
That's exactly the point, right? They can't, something like that can't happen to any of these trios in the top 10. It is the time, once again, 2 games left to go. Jacob PR, MDF, back over to you.
This is instantly at the top of my list for most entertaining FNCSs ever. Doesn't matter the region monster. We only have 2 games left of this tournament.
Yeah, look, the way that this story is unfolding right here, the race between Clicks and Peterbot and their teams is absolutely incredible. I mean, last game though, 33rd place team decided to kind of split their drop and give them something else to think about. So if Zeke is feeling the pressure, imagine the players right now. Anything can happen as game number 11 kicks off. All right, game 11, Jacob. We're kicking this one off, bro. It is all or nothing now. This is the moment, Jacob, where they have to kind of set the stage and set it up for themselves and ride this thing out to the very end.
Man, I know you accumulate points throughout these 12 games of the tournament, but you know as well as I do, when players look back at an event and they lose, whether it's 1 point or 30,
we're watching Clicks.
it's usually the last 2 matches that you really boils down to, and we're in those last 2 matches. One mistake could cost you everything at the top of the leaderboard with Clicks versus Peterbot. One mistake could cost you a global championship spot with everybody all the way down to the top 10. And this is going to be a nail-biter finish, but they're contested again, and this time it's Fallen and his full trio.
Yeah, you know what? Like, Iamzo, Clicks, and Higgs don't have the problem of a team landing on them, but you saw that 33rd place team, Fallen, just landed on Cold again, right? But they get the elimination. That means they're getting those quick points and that extra damage. If anything, they're almost propping up the fact that Peterbot and Cold and Ritual now get kind of an advantage, right? A little bit more of that point lead that, let's be honest, Clicks' team has really worked hard to try to build. They've had to go
I just hit my
beyond just to start closing
That's
that
why
gap,
I'm finna get in
and they're
that
only
mode.
10 points away.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
The crazy thing that has me laughing right
I just
now
fucking
is
failed,
usually when
bro.
a team contests them, they all kind of converge back. They leave the train to go elsewhere because they want to make sure they all stay alive. 3v1, Cold did not need a single teammate to kind of backtrack into Crime City right away. They still continued on looting that train. They got the mythic pump. You know they're going to be able to grab that medallion. And now Ritual finally returned back towards Crime City just to kind of figure out where all these players are at. They didn't even change a thing while getting contested.
Yeah, you can see just no sweat, right? They're like, oh, don't worry about it. We got this game on lock. We're good right here. Take your time, get your loot together. Richard comes back to just play a little bit of support. But I think they're going to wait for their, I was just going to say, to get themselves super situated and then likely collapse on this trio. Peterbot just getting straight to looking to fish for tags. Nothing available as of right now. So the team that's left inside of Crime City might be the first that they jump on.
Yeah, and that's going to be a chance now. Footsteps of their Cold once again landing a huge shot onto Fallen. New Nitro's there as well. 2v2 situation that's quickly going to become a 3v2 as soon as Peterbot makes his way on. No, Bernie is there. Welcome him to the fight because now he's on attack mode. Cold, couple missed edits, so that's not going to slow him down, especially with a flank coming in from Fallen. Ritual is there to alleviate some of that pressure. Now it's a 3v1. And that might not be the best at math, but 3 is definitely better than 1, especially when they know exactly where Noob Nitro is at. Ritual this time is going to be one leading the charge.
That's right, and think about it. These are 8 points they're securing right now, so Pivotal moment right now for Cold, Peterbot, and Ritual as far as the overall tournament race is concerned. Put right in the dumpster there, and just like that, that's 2 elims now for Peterbot here at the Crime City. It doesn't really throw them off, right? Because it didn't go the distance. This is not a team that put up much resistance here at the drop, so Peterbot's team is probably feeling pretty good about that one.
And it's small eliminations like that in a race this close that can prove to be the difference makers. Curve, Shadow, Tyler pushing up on towards the fight. Backside of Demon's Dojo on top of that hill. There is a full team position up there. I think Taki, Ishao, and Vert. And right now they do have a little bit of advantage in terms of elevation, but that one's quickly going out the window, and now they're just getting chased down. They have the pressure. They chop Vert down back into his teammate's box. And now they're continuing to put down pressure with his elevation advantage. Shadow's pushing up. I can expect him to try to steal away some of those pieces as he inches closer.
Little exchange here. Shadow, Tyler, and Curve looking for a lead before they set up the collapse here. You know, Taki, Isha, and Vert, I was just going to say, this is no pushover trio. I think they're recognizing that, hey, wait a second, this team might be above average for what it's worth. Looking at the points earned on the day for Shadow, Tyler, and Curve, overall, they've been relatively competitive. Last game, they finished 3rd with 9th place. I know we've put so much focus in on some of the other trios, obviously, but today has been a great day for Shadow, Curve, and Tyler, as they are in a race right now for a global championship spot. They're one of the few trios in that conversation. Back on over to Flooded Frogs. This is a pretty significant setup happening right now. Reek, Cooper, and Curly have to be on edge here. Little do they know, they've gotten into a lot of fights here at the Flooded Frogs, but never against Iamzo, Clicks, and Higgs, who have actually initiated the fight.
This is kind of dangerous for both of these teams. Clicks, Iamzo, Higgs. If they go down here, you can almost guarantee they're not going to be able to get that first place spot, barring any miracles. But Reed, Cooper, and Curly on the other side, if they go down here, that means their global championship spot is on the line in their last and final game of the day. I believe it was only about a 45-point difference between Muzz and that 3rd spot on the qualification spot. Only 64 points between Muzz and Reed, Cooper, and Curly.
Oh, Cooper stepping up right now. Clicks, Iamzo, and Higgs backing off after the ambush was unsuccessful. And I wonder if Cooper, Reed, and Curly are going to kind of pick up the fact that this is Clicks' trio. Remember, they've gotten into a lot of fights here, right? Against teams not as notable. So their confidence could be misreading the situation, since Curly did end up surviving. But it seems like they're not going to take it personal. They're going to be content with the back and forth and kind of call it off for now. But a very close call as they rotate into another team. Wait a second. That could be bad for Clicks' trio now.
Yeah, especially since they took damage on the way out as well. So they're already weak. Just like you said, rotating into another team as we jump on board Braids, Visuals, and a minished 4th place when it comes to the overall leaderboard, which means they would grab that 3rd spot for the global championship. But 2 games left. They still need to close it out. And already you see 4 eliminations. And I was watching the feed. There's one way to get that mythic drum gun. There's one team you have to go through, which leads me to believe that Bucky, Okus, and Cam are down in some way, shape, or form, if not already back in the lobby.
Yeah, tough position to be in. They've been kind of middling in the competition. They've had a few moments to break away, but nothing significant just yet. Clicks, Iamzo, and Higgs, though. Here's the full update. Back to Lone Wolf Lair they go. Team hot on their heels here, as Dozier and his trio were the one that kind of caught them off guard there for a moment. But this is a full-on reset angle for this team right now. Don't blame them at all. Thinking about Visuals, Braids, and Diminish, though, those 4 elims puts them neck and neck with Reek, Cooper, and Curly now. So already they've kind of sealed the gap there just a tad bit, breaking themselves ever so slightly away from Muzzjack and Rise, or fighting for that position as well. Global Championship is on the line here. Do keep in mind this major is going to be the largest as far as the qualification spots to globals are concerned. There are 3 spots in the air here for NA Central.
And this team is just outside of that bubble. I believe 57 points down from entering into that top 4, which Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual would mean a spot would roll down. And that's the thing. They were playing so well yesterday, so consistent. Talk about out of all the games that they've had yesterday, it was just kind of in and out. They were able to get some big eliminations. They closed the day off with something special. And then today is where they find themselves a little bit of trouble. 5th place, 6th place. And then it was that 16th place with no eliminations 2 games ago. They were only able to net 2 points for that placement. And that's what really stopped their trajectory from keeping themselves inside of that bubble.
Gotta stay in the conversation. Cooper, Reed, and Curly. See from their kind of loadout situation. Not too much ammunition here on Cooper's side. A lot to be desired. Curly on the other side. Definitely a lot better, so should be more than ample for this mid-game to come. Look, they're looking around. They're trying to see if there's any stragglers, any last-minute teams here, but not a player in sight. So much different kind of dynamic happening here.
Yeah, we were talking about throughout the day, you know, a team pushing over to another team or even changing their drop spot, what that does the course of the game. Now, what does that do with Clicks, Yamzo, and Higgs pushing on over, not allowing them to get the surge for the teams that did have to rotate by from that northwest corner of the map? So that's a lost opportunity there for them. Let's see how they're going to be able to pick up the pace with the zone moving over in this direction. Agers, Acorn, Pollo, uncontested throughout the day. And they did pull off a victory royale, Monster. They did show that they have the potential to pop off, but even leading up to this major in the group stages, you saw a couple of struggles, and I thought things would have been figured out by then. But with 2 games left, they can still has a good chance to make a good amount of money. And I wouldn't say it's like life-changing for a team that's already won a major, but it's definitely going to allow them to take a good vacation.
Yep, and again, always pad the stats, right? Like, gotta keep the history looking tight. Everyone will hold it against you either way.
Thank you, bro.
Looking at the zone here, very reminiscent of the entire kind of weekend.
Look how much players are in zone.
Yes, look, it's like a mix
I
of
know.
mix.
Look. Come on, you couldn't see.
One step further
Those
on
people?
the other side, not just a ramp up, curved it to
There's
the
people
side.
like all the way over there.
Making
like
sure
all
they
the way
get
in
as
zone.
many lines of sights as possible. We know no one's over there for now.
I don't
Pollo
know.
just
It's-
waiting.
You see?
making
Look at
sure
Peterbot,
that
Cold,
nobody's
and
gonna
Ritual.
pop off and get a position
Gosh,
behind them
why?
in zone as they go to rotate in.
Yeah, how is
Peterbot,
that
Cold,
smart
Ritual
to do?
still with those 2 eliminations from the early game, looting up what's left over from the
They're-
black
they're
market.
still high on
Trying to
health.
grab some extra heals, some extra loot to take them farther. And with that gold, they're able
Why,
to
just gonna
upgrade
camp there?
their shotgun loaded
No,
as
it's
well
just-
from purple to gold.
Yeah,
It's
help,
definitely
that
gonna hit
helps
harder.
them. Because
It's a
then they're
huge
not dying to
difference there.
people.
Every little bit of advantage.
Yeah.
Higgsy, Amzo, and Clicks, though, rotating into
Yeah, look, you're right.
Oh,
After Muzz and Rise
Muzz.
right now, who,
Never mind.
by the
They're
way, have
dipping.
had extremely key positioning this entire
Oh no, they're in the
JP
bush.
tournament. Not a single time we've
Muzz's
seen them out
team
of position.
versus
This is the
Clips'
first
team.
time they're kind of not at a super prime location, but they have a several amount of eliminations, so it seems like they've just gotten out of one.
Are they still sitting in Storm?
Who?
That one.
Yeah, was forced to
You watch
locate
team?
things at the edge of that mountain.
They're really far.
But they realize the team is up there, even with
Yeah,
trading
they-
shots back and forth. They're just going to continue to move towards the north side, figure out a way in from there.
Did they find a solo? I think Clix' team might have just found a solo
even
as
know
they
what
moved to the
camping
north
is?
there. Someone kind of
It's here,
lurking
bro.
about here.
Oh, he's in
it's
the bush.
Chaos Gaming in the bush. Okay, it makes sense as to why they were kind of looking around.
They're all rotating through there too. Chaos is probably like nervous. No, don't see me. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. He's not even moving to make sure that they ran past him far enough. He's just gonna wait until his audio visuals go away,
Okay.
cross his
What
fingers,
match this is?
and it really kind of. How
11.
many heals does he have in his
Yeah, how
inventory?
many
Because you
more
know he has
matches
almost no choice
One
but
more.
to go back in
This
the
is the
zone,
second to
maybe
last
try
one.
throw
Next
a
one's the
little
last
flare to
one.
Try to get those reboots if he even has the cards.
You know, who's the winner?
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce, Clicks, and Higgs, though. Just trying to rotate right now. Meanwhile, Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold met with a lot
Look.
of resistance here on the outer edge of
Look.
zone.
They've been click
Where's the
skin
white
with?
heels, though? I'm asking myself here. Peterbot doesn't seem like they have any. They have to double back right now.
But is click still in that game?
Wait.
Is
And
click
they're in
still in
a
that
race
game?
against the clock. Cold is also lit up. Meanwhile, Higgs, Clicks, and Yamzo find a little bit of a break. A little bit of a moment here to find
Wait.
a elimination and
Peter-
some extra
Peterbot might be
material
dead.
to go the distance here for the mid game.
I hope so.
And that Sentinel pup upgrade for Higgs. He was walking around with an infiltrator, which, yeah, can do some damage from far away. But you know, way a team like this fights, you want to go ahead and get the Sentinel pump. Any variation at this point, what's really going to be in their minds. Water Sprite going down, the last of the heals. And this is where they got to be careful. With that elimination, they now have the option and flexibility to kind of bypass the black market altogether. It is just outside of zone, and you see 2 teams nearby as well. So they really have just a few options thanks to that.
Oh,
early
wait,
game
no,
aggression and being
Peterbot's
able to pick
almost
up that
at
one
max
elimination.
HP.
But Peterbot
Wait,
on the
wait,
other
Peterbot's
side,
fighting.
Fight to fight.
Oh.
They got that first elimination.
Yo.
Now they almost have Josh boxed up. Either way, he's going to get knocked down. And that's going to be a full-on cleanup. And you see in the distance, just on one of those mountains just outside Foxy Floodgates, it was the solo player. He
Yeah.
has to watch his teammate go down and figure out how is he going to get him back into the game
Yeah.
safely.
Yeah, Siphon. He got, because remember, it's Siphon, but it's only for
It
HP.
was looking super dicey for a moment
It's
there,
only for
but
whites.
they just had enough time to bounce back and then live off the siphons. Way to keep it close. Well, as Japco and Rise had 2 elims right now, but how did they pick them up? You might be wondering. There it is.
Really just catching some solos, separated from each other, already weak, already hurt, with really nothing left to heal up. It's those little points. Now it's going to help them a little bit with their damage from Surge. Not much, because you know those players were weak. But you already see the split up right now. Rise is on the north side of Brutal Boxcars, trying to look, find some players on the whole north side of the map. Down below on the south side is going to be Muzz and Yapko. They have that mountain rage to look after, so it's not going to be easy damage for them.
See?
Moss is looking a little messy right now.
Clicks the team. Clicks the team.
Taki
Is
Isha
it
and
in
Bert,
zone?
that trio right there. The scanner comes out.
They're in zone 2?
Who else do we have here? Vive
Peterbot
and
and
Chimp.
Click's team are in zone?
Chimp
Wow.
gets blasted
Yeah, but they're not-
by, I think it was Vert's trio on the low ground. It wasn't even Yamzo,
Wait.
Clicks, or Higgs. If it was, they would have surely jumped on that. They're sizing up the competition. They're, I guess, noticing that this team's being a little passive. So out comes the splash. Up they go. The piece. Yamzo with the failed miss, but no biggie there. Chimp and Aviv are just trying to heal here. The information is through. They
Yo,
notice the two-man
they're
team.
fighting
This
one
is
of the 2
perfect
AM members.
for Yamzo, Clicks, and Higgs, who need these points right now. No team around to chop them down either. I was a little concerned that Verstro might take advantage of it, but no, they're already gone for the rotate here.
Yeah, they went east and just really haven't looked back. They know how far some of these phones have been pulling, so they're trying to take advantage of that. As Chip tries to break his way in, he immediately gets taken out. Vive doing some damage, but it's really not going to be enough. Odds were truly stacked against him. Clicks, Yamzo, and Higgs pick up their 4th elimination of the game. Almost 900 damage above the threshold, and another pile of loot to claim as their own.
Now this just sets them up even once again with Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual. For anyone keeping count of the elims there. Reed Cooper and Curly, after that close call, have now officially moved into kind of the pump power territory. But look at the zone popping once again down to the mountains. Man, yesterday was all Magic Mosses. Today, these mountains are just getting all types of love right now.
I just feel
You're a
for
fan
Tachi
of the
Ishumber.
chaos.
They were rotating to the east, thinking it was going to pull in that direction. You see them in pump power now, really unable to safely get out because they're contested. Reed Cooper Curly being proactive. They're trying to rotate quick because we saw where they went, staying extra long in flooded frogs, rotating towards the east. And as soon as the zone pulled, I feel like they were one of the first teams to move.
Gotta be quick to move here. Looks like Reed's, Curly, and Cooper's timing here was perfect, though. They get right into the mountain here. Not too much pressure from up top. The K and Cynics is the trio set up there. Braids, Diminish, and Visuals. 4 elims still riding the momentum of that huge early game that they had. And, you know, looking at Cynics, Polar, and Decay, the last couple of games have just fallen out of their favor, but they've had a couple of moments of greatness after yesterday's kickoff tournament. And coming into today, it just seems like their strategy is not quite connecting, but they are in the higher ground, so do keep that in mind. Clicks, Eonzo Higgs in another fight, though. What is happening here? Why did this one break out? Well, it seems like it was Chaos Gaming trying to play for some kind of cheeky storm rotate, but caught out here. Eonzo Higgs and Clicks nearly sent back to the lobby, forced to use one of those very prestigious med mists. Now think about it. They use these up early, then they can't use them to play frontside zone the way they enjoy doing. So this is going to be an important moment. And oh, no surprise, this is exactly where they last left Chaos Gaming, by the way. In this river bend around these bushes.
I just got the
So
right.
he must
I
have
just
just
got the
been
same
moving.
video.
And look who's in the distance there, Jacob. It's Peterbot's
Use
trio
the
on the edge,
bathroom.
who's
Watch
just now
game.
starting to rotate.
You should watch the game.
I just
Oh,
heard the pain
Cole,
of the
Peter
entire
But's team
lobby right now as the
is
zone
is
pulls
up.
over towards Bruto boxcars. Luckily this time around, like I believe one of our zones yesterday, there's a lot of open space down the edge on the north side of the mountain overall where teams are going to be able to pick and choose, kind of cross their fingers. Hopefully it pulls north, east, or west and not south. Called Peterbot and Ritual. They got themselves a little bit of an edge on the western side. No real elevation, but they're a team that, you know, whether if it's the 7th zone, 8th zone, 9th zone, if they want high ground, they're going to take it, regardless of their material count. Especially, that's what last game proved us. And with everybody kind of stacking this western side of the zone and the south side of the zone, they do have a little bit of priority and comfort knowing that there's not too many teams that can challenge them on this edge.
But here's the thing, it's zones like this that if it pulls the wrong way, starts costing you all of your material. Sets you up for a bad end game. Peterbot, the only one that's still capped on this trio, so they're not too far behind here. Look at how Peterbot hunting for those weekend fresh builds.
I don't have it for mine.
Just saw
This
Clix's
mom
trio
and dad
make a
said it
move
for mine.
around
Watch
here
out.
too.
Now
Consider
get
position
out.
right in between Muzz's trio here. Everyone
Ours is
now
like around the
desperately
same.
waiting for the zone to pop.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
It's just I'm bigger than you, so it's like I could have mine set all the way back. I don't have to go like this.
And that's why you're seeing them just try to gather as much information down below and not really a lot of opportunities going around the entirety of the lobby, or at least not safe ones, forcing some teams probably to go box to box and try to fight their way in. But time has run out for this zone. Let's see where this next one is going to pull. Towards the south. Again, yeah, not too bad. There is some of the mountain range in there, but most of the lobby just got blessed.
Yeah, Clicks, Higgs, and Eonzo recognize they got to fight their way through Muzz's trio, so these shots are almost warning shots, trying to send them off to rotate, but Muzz, Rise, and Japco kind of sticking around right now. Meanwhile, what is happening over here? Reed, Curly, and Cooper have picked up 5 eliminations from when we last left off. A full team wipe onto Hayes' trio here, setting themselves up for a great positioned end game now as well, as they're one of the few teams leading the front side here.
Wait.
They're sitting right above Peterbot's team. Take a look at this.
Dang.
Replay here,
Yo.
so much going on here.
You gotta imagine, I saw the little strike of Storm Surge. They were just below the threshold, getting ticked 25 damage every 7 seconds. So really no choice but to fight the next team and just try to push into their box, but that's going to do them in.
Curly, Ree, and Cooper.
Cooper trying to heal up from that last battle, but you see a lot of shields missing. And that means they're going to be in a tough situation here, especially with so many teams nearby. Muzz, Rise, Yapko, they're above the damage threshold as well. But again, missing shields, missing resources, but they're making sure to stay elevated away from everybody else because they know the chaos is what's ensuing down below. It's like quicksand. As soon as you step 1 foot in, you start to sink.
Think about it. They're one of the few teams.
Dang, Booga, Rapid, and Threats are on height.
Rapid and Threats have also played consistently for high ground over the course of the
I wouldn't
weekend
do
when
that
the
without them.
opportunity has
No,
presented
because
itself.
they're not gonna get chops because everyone else is.
So
It is
Higgs
40
will
people
be
left. So
early
why'd they go high?
ground take, but
Yeah, they went high super early.
And it goes off the side of the mountain, so in theory, as those teams rotate under him, they can try to reconnect time and time again. As Peterbot Being seen in the distance, clicks Yamzo Higgs trying to run up, keep control.
Oh,
of
they're
the
the.
side
Oh,
of
no,
the
no,
zone,
no, no.
find themselves
Wait up.
below the damage
Wait up.
threshold, and it's active. You see them already taking a few ticks. 93
Oh,
below,
nice.
falling further, but great shots like that from the full trio. They quickly focus, get above the damage threshold, and then rotate right away.
Oh,
This
wow.
is what they're doing, Monster, to maintain their position on the front side of the zone ahead of all these teams.
Super clean rotate, but damage is what they need right now.
No.
Jacko
Oh,
Team,
wait.
that's
They're
a
above. They're above on
dangerous
Surge.
mistake for them to be trailing behind Clixianzo and Higgs.
Yo,
No,
Batman Booga's dead.
Higgs ends up getting caught off guard by the other team they were put in between, and now the shots are starting to come off.
They're sandwiched. Bless you. They're sandwiched.
Of a little bit of that
Right, better
distraction
than
there.
Batman Booga
73 above now.
No.
It's up to Clix and Yamzo. This is the first we've seen them as a duo
Oh.
now.
Yes,
Wait.
yes.
But the pressure is on to perform. Placement points are starting to get given out.
We're gonna be playing.
Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual heating up now. 6 eliminations. Aiden falls to the hands of Peterbot.
You just said balls to the hands.
Wait, is there gonna be
Clicks still below the damage threshold. Reeds playing essentially second height.
Oh,
trying to wait for the perfect
possibly.
moment to go up. As Clicks finds another elimination on the Yapko. That's their 7th month.
It's up to Mom and Dad if they're gonna let me play every day.
Cold and Ritual, the right strategy to try to stay alive, and the zone pulls far away yet again, and they're taking the slow side. They're going to where it opens up and immediately
I
look
know,
back, a
but
quick momentary target on them.
most of the
They handle it
qualifiers
with
are on
ease.
weekdays, so to qualify you have to
Team
play
playing
on
for high
weekdays.
ground though. Look at how they're trying to poise up here.
Wait, Spinks is 1 HP.
Taking teams in the mid-ground for
Or no,
fights.
Peterbot.
They're really
Peterbot's at
looking
340
to try to
points.
position themselves,
I can't,
but
or
the
no.
zone kinda goes up and over this mountain, playing off
Wait.
the little bit of territory that they managed to claim here.
Wait, Yamzo's Yamzo's almost dead. He-
They are still going. Iamzo flexing.
Oh, oh,
Here
oh,
and
oh,
now,
oh.
moving over the box, danger lurking.
Yo, Clicks is 1.
Right now,
Clicks is
still
1.
Trying to just hold these little bits of maps that he has. And he's playing for himself, but no.
Yamzo's dead.
Shield jumps in. Iamzo too soon, too early.
Wait,
Caught out
wait.
by Curve and his crew. It's all up to Clicks now, top 8 here. Just holding on. How far can he take it? It's his moment. How badly does he want this championship? How badly
Yeah,
does
yeah,
he want this
yeah.
title?
Pop that. Nice, nice, nice. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Nice.
Giveaway, you saw them
Who's
peeking
winning?
through. He had to
Peters
sacrifice
or,
10 of that HP, but without
Clixes,
kills,
Clixes.
he's at the
No, they're
mercy of
dead.
opponents. He lands a good shot,
Um,
but
it's a
immediately
33-point
goes
difference.
down by Braids, and this is
33-point
the
difference on
chance
day
for
2.
Cold and Ritual to
Wait,
try
Peter
to
Ross
get the
dead.
lead, but he slides too far down the mountain. He
Colt.
goes down. I saw Tyler
Colt.
fall as
Wait, no,
well.
Colt.
trying to
Colt's
put it
dead.
work. He gets the
It's-
elimination and falls
it's up to
before
Ritual.
being able to pick up the siphon.
Wait,
Now
hold on,
it's
wait, hold
all
on.
to
Ritual clutches
the
up.
points that they need
No,
to
no,
separate
yes,
themselves going to the
yes.
last game of the
What up?
day, and Ritual
Clicks.
falls
Wait, wait,
on
wait.
top of that. Best case scenario for Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo going into game 12.
Yo, they're up.
Couldn't write a better story here with how close it's been, and look
Huh?
at who
That's
is
what you
running
said.
it up now.
No, no, on day 2, yes, by 16 points still.
But who's winning the competitive against CS right now?
12 elims right
Oh,
now,
Peter
the top
Bot's
three.
still ahead.
They
Wait.
are keeping it competitive.
It doesn't even matter who wins here, cause they still can't win. They're in 4th, I think.
Championship here and now, and this is a defining moment.
They were in a
Angels
call?
comes down,
No.
puts one down, Rapid falls too.
Oh, yeah, they're
Booga
3rd.
here to try and close
Wait.
out, and it's all
Hmm?
down
Oh yeah,
to
I'm just sharing my
everything
screen,
here.
but I'm deafened
Angels
and muted, so they
man
can't hear
behind
me,
the
or
wall.
I
Bats are
can't
coming
hear
out.
them.
Booga's on the low ground. Threats is here to
Boog-
back them
Booga's
up,
team
and they
wins.
win the game, and another victory royale. The first to go for Booga in Threats there. They kick the tournament off with the win. They get a win coming into game 11, and it just doesn't get better than that for them.
Yeah, with how close
They're
the
6th.
race is for the global spot, that's exactly
That
what
Man
they
City?
needed. Not only moving up the leaderboard,
Yeah, Thrice has
but
been in
starting
Manchester
to
City for a
build
long
that
time.
confidence. You gotta give
Around
credit
3
to
years.
Reed Cooper and
Is he
Curly
in that
as
city?
well,
Bro.
hanging on to the very
Huh?
last
Is he
moment.
in the
Even
city of Manchester
Angers,
City?
only
No,
solo
he lives in
that
Texas.
top 3, and he still squeaked
Remember-
out
If we
second
did,
place.
you'd be at England right now.
Like all these pros live. Look, yeah, Peterbot. I think Peterbot wins. Clicks' team has to clutch up.
Then big boy, where does Peterbot live?
That is a
In
big
Texas.
moment for them
Little
coming out of
Clicks.
game 11, Zeke. It's just getting more and more
All the
competitive.
pros live in Texas.
Booga?
Mhm.
Booga! That's
Zeke?
right. That's my goat. I can't believe from ninth
What about
zone they had
Pippin?
height, and you know, Kelly, it got a little scary for just like 1 second. Like they were like a little too high, but they kind of preemptively planned, right? They were like, hey, we're gonna build just a touch higher than normal, and if the zone pulls over this mountain, we're set. It doesn't. They immediately recognize, back off, and go, all right, let's start to close out this game. We want a little bit of victory out before game 12.
I mean, you say you can't believe it, but we saw them do this in game number 1 yesterday.
True.
The Booga, when they do have height, they do such a good job kind of observing where the zone is pulling, how low ground is kind of holding everything, and they play so appropriately
That's what
around the rest of
Rapid's
the lobby.
actually not
Big
ugly.
shout outs to Rapid, Booga, and Threats. They really are the kings of high ground this last week. And I mean, when you have someone like Booga up on height, and then you have Rapid and Threats just laying down the chaos below, it's only a recipe for success.
Oh, they rest
Vivid.
Threats.
I mean, this trio is sneaking in or into the top of the leaderboard, right? Threats, obviously, you know, we got Peterbot and Cole. They're putting on quite a clinic, especially in terms of damage dealt. They're going to be first and second, but Threats has been staying close behind them in a close third. We knew Threats. He's like the aimer. He's always known for getting those surge tags, kind of making sure that they're comfortable in making it into the end game right there. Booga making the cause, IGL, go for the high gun, always setting this trio up. They seem to always kind of be in that spot.
The finals or the
Actually
game?
build one of those towers up, so
The game?
that way they can go ahead and
Booga,
at least
Threats,
for the high
and
ground.
Rapid,
This
huh?
game didn't have to fight for it as
No,
much, so
it's
they
about to
went
play
ahead,
last
ran
game.
away with that, got the victory royale.
Man, I love to see it. A single game left to go before Major 2 concludes. When we return, the
Booga won the game.
Yeah.
champions out of NA.
Is this
We'll
on
see you
YouTube?
after this.
No, I'm streaming on Twitch.
No. Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, they're streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. You-
Wait, what was that thing where Booga and Typical Gamer? was?
Oh, Pro-Am. It's like basically like global championship. Yeah, I'll show you the teams. Alex and Loser Fruit, Thomas HD and Somerset, Cooper and Zemi, Cammy and Jacob, Cold and Courage JD, Vino and Reddish, Rezon and Amar, Mr. Savage and Lachlan, Moxie and Cypher, Clicks and Lacey, Rosita and Nate Hill, Kanata and Stable Ronaldo,
That's a good one.
Gone and
It
Flakes.
snapped off.
There's probably a way to put it back on. Peterbot and Aussie Annex, Booga and Typical Gamer, Mongrel and Ali A, Queasy and Nick 830, Sai, Nico, Seti and Diaz.
Blue Nico? What
Hold up.
Nico?
It's
Who's that Nico by?
it's
It's.
wait, hold on, what'd you say?
What's his name? That was Nico.
It was like Nico or
What am
something.
I supposed to do?
Let me see. Ask mom. I would say ask mom and dad because I don't know how to. It did rip off.
What? I have to connect it.
Wait, I'm so confused. Ask mom and dad. Because I don't know what happened. It just looks like it ripped off. Oh. Oh, Bolt to the crazy clip mid game. Wait, so... Oh! Ah, dang! Dang! That's Batman? Wow.
I took time. I did my breathing exercises. I tried to calm myself down. My tiny little
All right, ready?
hummingbird heart. And I'm fine for the moment. I'm zen right now. Things are okay.
Alright, ready?
One game left to go in the FNC.
Game's about to start.
Number 2, Kelly. I'm not stressed.
Yeah. Last
At
game.
all. Zeke, what are you doing? I am so stressed right now. Are you kidding me? Look at the standings that we have.
Wait,
Ritual,
wait,
Cold, and
wait,
Peterbot,
wait,
the
wait, wait,
team
wait,
that
wait,
everyone thought was gonna
wait,
walk away
wait, look.
in first place for Major 1, trying
35
to
point
reclaim
difference.
their former glory. Clicks, Higgs, and Iamzo in Major 1 finally break the 4th place curse, and now they're looking to win for
What
the
up?
first time ever for all 3 of them. And then, of course, in 3rd place, you got Reet, the global champion of Coop, and then Curly, the new guy, or I should say new guy, because he's doing such a good job right now. There's so much potential. How aren't you freaking out right now? Vivid, something's wrong with Zeke.
Yeah, I was fully expecting him to just go ahead and break out into a Zeke geek, even with all those.
I know, that's the highest it goes.
Not place outside.
Where's my
of
webcam
the
at?
top 10, William. 4th place, 10 eliminations. 35-point lead going into game
Was it?
number 12. Now listen, 35 points.
No, it's
I
already
wouldn't
at
say
its
that it's a
highest
comfortable
because
one. It's
this is
definitely
the
not a
highest for
comfortable
mine.
lead, but I think they can work
Alright.
with that. I think they're definitely set up very,
What?
very nicely right here to go ahead and
Don't-
win this FNCS. With 35
Don't mess
points,
with it,
Clicks,
because
Higgs,
I don't
and
even
Yamza,
know.
That's the team that's trailing right now. The fact that this
Don't
is
don't
close
mess with it,
right
'cause I don't
now,
know.
Photo finish going into game number 12 might be the first time that a Vivid freak happens.
Hold up, turning on the cam.
What you're saying is we just have them land on each other. That's it. Let's just settle it right now. Let's just take it back to Invitational, Kelly. Let's just do that.
Dang.
Yeah,
Bro.
See, you know, Peterbot go to Lone Wolf Lair, and then Clicks, they'll be going to Crime City, so they each get each other's POI. But no, I mean, Clicks, Higgs, and Iamzo in
Alright.
that game where they had
Swammeroo.
5 eliminations, and they were still below Storm Surge. And we know that there's some, let's just say, funky things going on with their drops, and they're dealing with some players that have caused a
Wait,
lot of
wait,
issues.
wait, hold
For
up.
them to have that fall into their lap, Vivid, and still be able to come
I don't know,
out on
that's
top
not the
in
one.
low ground, especially when you have
Don't mess
Iamzo
with that one, hold
pulling
up.
out these crazy solo clutches.
Yeah, that's the highest it
I
goes.
mean, my goodness.
Don't-
what
I
is this
know.
final game gonna spell for them?
I know it's to
I think
adjust
watching
this,
game
but
from
then if
both
you
perspectives
turn
of
this
each one of
on,
the
it's gonna be
trios that are
messed
in
up.
first and second right now. And for example, right there, right, Higgs went down. There was like, you know, that would have been like top 14 if the trio went
This,
down right there.
it,
As soon
to
as that
move
kinda
this,
like,
but
oh my
it's
gosh,
gonna
this is
mess
the
it
game,
up.
Right? This is the game where they falter.
Because Mom and Dad
It's too
set
big of a
this
lead.
for a
And then they
reason.
just don't. The duo 7th place, 8 eliminations. They make sure they keep it competitive. Neither one of these trios will go down. Neither one of them will make that giant
Alright.
mistake that goes ahead
Alright.
and defines the rest of the competition, which again is why we're going into game number 12 and it's even close at all because of all of the clutches that have been happening.
I think it's fair to say
No, because it's just me.
Clicks has qualified to the global championships, right? I
Oh yeah,
think that's
Click's
pretty-
quad for
it's a pretty
globals.
safe bet.
How are
However,
you? It's literally just
there
from
is still
here
a title that he's trying to earn.
to here.
And it would just be
Don't.
unbelievable to see him win. Now, of course, there's
thought
other
YouTube did
players
that
as
too.
well.
I know
like
YouTube
Cooper and
did.
Curly. The job's not done, right? We're at a
Yeah, I know,
comfortable
YouTube.
666
Wait.
points,
That on Twitter,
but the
dog?
job is not done. We still need to make
Shut
sure we
the-
put a
you
few
don't even
on
know
the
what you-
board
what you
because
got.
what we don't want to do is slip out of that top 4 because, again, remember, Peterbot's already qualified, so we're looking at top 4.
Because
But still, we just need to put on a little bit more of a performance, and we very well could be securing ourselves a spot, going to globals, and seeing Rick Cooper and Carly there.
This is now the major that you want to make it in. You don't want to have to go through major 3. There's only 2 spots open, and this is just the best
Dang.
performance we have seen out of Reet and Cooper and Curly in quite some time. Cooper just kind of surprised everyone when he got the global championship, and I've actually got to have an interview with him in Major 1 where he's like, I have the trophy, I don't need to prove myself anymore, but yet he comes back for Major 2 and is proving himself once again. This is why I won with Miro. Do not sleep on me because I'm not done yet.
Yeah, and my eyes are going to be tuned into that 4th place spot. Visual Braids and Minister. Are they going to be able to hold on? Rapid Booga Threats. Are they going to be able to steal that qualification spot? I think Muzz, Yapko, and Rise are also close enough to be in contention. Oh gosh, Zeke, game 12.
I was fine, and then you made it more stressful. This is it. One last game out of major number 2. Let's find out how this all concludes together. Casters, for the last time, take it away. This major's been so entertaining, and Peterbot and Clicks make it even more entertaining. Peterbot literally setting up a photo
to his social media of clicks at the Globals from last year. This is gonna be crazy, Jacob.
Oh, Peterbot's beefing with clicks.
Right now, and we already know there's one final
That he's
on the line,
that
and there
he
are
he posted
other
something of a
world championship
picture of
spots that are
clicks.
being fought for. Third and fourth place in particular,
Wait, how long
as
ago?
Zeke just set the stage, is not
How
safe at
long
all.
ago?
So here we
A
have it,
while.
Jacob.
Yeah, and you gotta think Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo have all come so close to winning an FNCS before. This is game 12. Will they
Game
achieve
12.
that dream? Let's find out.
All right, last game.
It wasn't too long ago, 2024 Major 3. Higgs, known as Batman Booga back then, they got a second place with Rapid. Iamzo been in this position with Rise. They end up bouncing out of that top position after day 1. Clicks and Veno during duos leading after day
Oh, they're
1
dropping.
as well.
Oh.
Every single one of these guys fell short. But what happens is one setback.
Oh, Clicks is wearing his skin.
greater
Clicks is locked
comeback,
in.
And now uncontested. No funny business in this game.
Clicks queuing up with the icon skin as well. Just one final time, letting everyone know who is in the lobby right here as he fights for his very first finals championship here at the FNCS stage, and it just doesn't
Wait,
get
wait,
any
wait,
better than
wait.
that. And you know what? They are
Wait, they're doing.
just letting go a sigh of relief as they are
Wait.
uncontested. Saw a couple tweets coming out from the woodworks from Sandman the Lid as well, just saying, you know, hey, I'm gonna take train here from Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold, but seems like they were just messing around, trying to keep us on our toes here. Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold seem to have their strategy going about as usual.
Yeah, kind of everything here. The same as almost every other game out the gates. I think Visuals, Braids, and Diminish have somebody set up towards Foxy to try to land some shots over in this direction. Early surge, allowing them flexibility through the early and mid portions of the game, so we don't have to certainly make it too much of a focal point. And that actually isn't diminished. He's going to go ahead and back up. Go ahead and loot that server room, something that they fought for and conditioned this team. That
If Peterbot wins, I'm
going
gonna cry.
There's going to be a risk for both of us. Now on the north side of the map, Flooded Frogs, Reet, Cooper, and Curly. They just need to close out, Monster.
They have to stay consistent. They're 60 points ahead right now. However, they need to earn at least an end game. They gotta touch those placement points. And we all know that just even last game, right? Teams can mix up their strategy. Clicks and his trio decided to kind of ambush Reet, Cooper, and Curly, almost catching them off guard there for a brief moment, but they got away with it. This is a team that can't get comfortable by any means.
I don't think anybody can truly get comfortable as Booga. Just quickly looting one of those buildings. Just chop it down. It's going to be the easiest way to get everything that you need and more, especially since most of their surge breaches are outside of Seaport overall. Just got to go ahead and loot up here.
Booga just chopped out an entire building. His head, look.
They're being separated. 5th place, 575 points, just under Visuals, Braids, and Diminish, who are inside of that bubble in terms of qualifying for the Global Championship at 619 points. Everybody, I think, from 3rd place down, one mistake will ruin your entire FNCS.
Rapid, Batman, Booga, or sorry, Booga and Threats are the only other team to pick up an extra victory out here on the day. Clicks, Higgs, and Yamza being the first to go ahead and do so. That's impressive overall, and even more so impressive is that they're fighting for the global championship spot right now. They're on the bubble conversation. And you got to give credit to any team that is willing to be a high ground team, which is what Rapid, Booga, and Threats have managed to do here on the day.
Okay, learned something new. Didn't get him very far, but it's little tricks as Rapid starts his surge tower to the sky. Looking on over towards the south side of the zone. Poyo, Acorn, Agers, uncontested, Mass Meadows. Poyo's the one that's going to be having a lot of that gold in his inventory. So if he goes down early before being able to access the black market, those are some things you got to be looking at. But they're really going to be relying on him to position himself over on that side of the map, buy a lot of those extra heals, bring him on top of his base, and begin to start accumulating those numbers.
Got to start adding them up. Noisy and Tony, though, sitting outside, possibly in a bush watching the black market here at the Magic Mosses. Flick's just getting his kind of loadout together, interior, the entire team. Oh, they are waiting.
Because
Only
it
two of them,
is,
though.
yeah, it is them though, Tony, Nosy, and Creon, that they land at Pump Power. And with the changes over there, there's gold, there's dill bits, and they were the ones coming over to this black market more times than Clicks, Yamto, and Higgs have even had the
Hold up, someone
opportunity
said
to look
Peter
in this
died.
direction, and they've been the ones taking the loot. Now they hear the noise, another team is in there. It does look
What
like
up,
it's
someone
just
said
kind of
Peter died.
disengaged, though. They probably don't want this early game fight
Wait.
because they too want to try to access the black market.
Wait, hold up.
But at the
Clicks-
last second,
Clicks
they
has
do
got
have some
shot
good
at. Clicks
damage
is
on the
low.
Clicks, but instead of following up, trying to chase him down, they just go take what is left over.
Another trio on the outskirts as well, kind of looking in, noticing that Clix's team just boxes up here in the center. And now they
Huh?
have opportunity to either farm for tags in the distance or jump in and take advantage of the weakened team in the middle.
watch this last game? It's Grants.
Taki, Ishu, and Vert managed to
watch
clash
this
multiple
last
times
game,
here
it's grand
today.
finals.
Muzz, Japco, Rise on the move right now. No strangers to
not
playing
playing,
early
I'm
center,
watching.
but Clix, Yamzo, and Higgs getting into a full-on fight right now.
Grand
Clix
finals right now.
tagged up once again here, backed off to heal, using those prestigious splashes. A fight breaking off on the other side,
It's not as good though.
and their opportunity here now to find a bunch of elims is definitely starting to open up. They already have one here, but no, they want to move. This is the pressure starting to set in here, the pressure of winning this major finals. The reality is kicking in here, and instead of sticking around to fight it, they decide that they want to back out. Jacob, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's just in general, a lot of our top teams on that leaderboard are moving around this map and this game a lot quicker than the 11 games we've seen before. Reed getting an elimination, Peterbot thinking where they're contested, they're quickly moving around. Clicks making a beeline to the black market to get the loot that they practiced all season leading up into this major, and then just elimination sprinkled around the map. I think this one might move at a little bit quicker pace up until a certain point where Storm Surge starts to appear, but I even think that Storm Surge might appear just a zone later than some of these previous games.
I wouldn't doubt it. 4 teams already eliminated. Reek, Cooper find themselves 2 elims here on the outskirts of the Whiffy. Not bad at all, given that this is a team that just has to inch their way up to the next threshold. They're so close, yet so far. Easily one of the community's favorites. We've seen him kind of grow up. We've seen him mature and really find his footing. We've seen Cooper rise up from the ash. Just take a look at the highlights here. Finding Natmos there on the outskirts.
What's crazy is
and Japco with the early rotate here, Jacob.
what I was about to say is Reed was one of those players along with Epic Whale when West got announced. He was like, yo, I'm going to play with a few players, Enact, Coughs, just try to take a West championship. But there's only one spot that actually qualifies in Major 1. That was Baka, Pars, and Pump. He goes back on over to Central, doesn't make Major 1, and then now look at him, Monster. He's in a position to go to the Global Championships as Muzz, Rise, Yapko also getting aggressive. And just one thing I know for certain in this game, with how close the leaderboard is, it might come down to
Wait,
points.
Clicks versus Peterbot.
Monster, what is this?
Clicks' team versus
I was gonna
Peterbot.
say, forget the points, Jacob. We
for
got
the
the
last
clash that
players?
we've been
Yeah,
looking
look,
for.
look.
Clicks' team.
Look, wait, Clicks is king. Clicks is king.
There's 82.
Look, no, look, Clicks is king. You see Clicks? Peterbot's right there.
We called it at the start of the
Left,
show.
Joey asked.
I know, but look, whoever wins this fight wins
Bring
grands.
it to Peterbot and have them on the run, and they're doing just that right now. But Cold is so smart. He's going for that natural high ground right now, playing towards the market. They understand that they have the advantage on this side.
Hold up, they're
Positioning is
dipping.
gonna be key
Pete's
here.
team's dipping.
Yamzo, Higgs, and Clicks nearly catch them off guard there, but you know they're not going to let this one slide.
It's a dangerous game they're playing here, boys. The top two teams going at it, and rightfully so. If Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo were to go down right now at this point in the game with 0 eliminations, which they have 1, they're still going to lock in their second place, so they have almost nothing to lose and everything to gain in this situation by trying to hunt down Peterbot. And it's
Peterbot
just
knows
kind of crazy how the tables
Oh,
turn
what-
because the
hold up,
hunted
hold
have
up.
now
Peterbot's gonna chase
become
him
the
down.
hunted. Said that wrong, but
don't
oh well.
count
They're gonna
it
chase
out.
him down.
Peterbot knows what's going on. He knows he's got
Yo,
nothing to
yo, they're
lose. He knows
chasing, they're
that
chasing.
if he takes him down,
Peterbot's
he
chasing
is
Clicks'
where it
team.
all
Wait,
is
wait.
coming down to.
They're
So
wait,
Peterbot
no, they're
versus
jumping him.
Cold.
They're jumping him.
Look
Look,
at Peterbot
look,
going for the
Peterbot's
side
team.
angle.
Look.
Cold going for the right, and this is where they play best, being aggressive, but they sniff him out for a second there.
Wait.
They have a little bit of high ground. Here comes the
There's no way.
gold splash set up. Pay attention. Clicks is moving to the outskirts as well. They have to play for angles. This is extremely high-level Fortnite at the works here. Hold, finds Yamzo. Kind of doubles back. 3v2 now.
Wait, Clicks is low. Clicks is low.
Onto Clicks. And this is where the tables might turn around just a little bit because they have a little bit of elevation. They have the team cowering underneath, playing defensively. And you talked about how advantageous that actually is, but these third-party shots coming in is going to force Peterbot and Cold and Ritual to disengage only momentarily, though, because this is something that we saw to end the day yesterday, and it was zone after zone after zone. They chased him down not once, but multiple times, eliminated throughout the game.
Here's a problem. If you allow Peterbot and their team to kind of gather their bearings, get their material counts back up to a strong position.
Oh, they're low on
It's
mats now.
just going to be disastrous for Yamzo, Clicks, and Higgs. So they have to make a move here. They can't sit idle for too much longer. And like we said, Peterbot plays best when he is the one pushing. Notice how when they're getting pushed, right, and they're playing on the heels, they're playing on the back foot, he doesn't look as good. They don't look as good getting pushed back.
It's one of the first times we've really seen them on the back foot. It was only for a quick moment there in that situation, but it almost even seems like Cold, Ritual, and Peterbot,
They're low
not
on mats
necessarily
now.
just running as you saw them go back onto the mountain of Crime City and then charge back as the aggressors. They're just making sure that they are in the position that they want if they are going to take the fight. They're not taking it under anybody else's standards, under anybody else's say. And I think that's why they're making the smart decision, because while all this is going down, different strategies for both of these teams, no surge bases, which means, in theory, they could be below the surge threshold or more further down than they would hope to be.
Oh, for sure. But look at the player count, right? This game, we knew undoubtedly was going to move a little faster, so they do get to have a little bit of a moment, right, to kind of situate themselves. However,
Like
once
a
they
big
start
city,
getting to
no.
that mid-game, and
No.
the next thresholds begin to appear, it's
Nope.
going to become more and more apparent, right, that this is a team that will have to work for it.
They like kind of like
Clicks, Higgs, and
just made
Yamzo
them,
double
like,
back
waste
to the
their
market here,
mats.
though. A little bit of leftover goods from teams prior for Peterbot, Cooper, Ree, and Curly, though. Just getting active. Another elimination.
Cooper
stepping
just go to
themselves
2 a.m.
one
player.
more giant leap
Sir,
towards
really
the
at home
global
playing, yeah.
championship stage here. Very impressive overall. You got to give tons of respect and credit to this team that just, again, formulated out of nowhere, picking up Curly here. A great addition. Oh, but look at this.
Wait.
Peterbot
Oh, no.
got his eyes on him.
Peterbot's getting
I'm almost
tagged.
getting that feeling of deja vu because it was in Group 1. We were watching them kind of dismantle the lobbies, particularly in games 4 and 5, and I was thinking to myself, oh man,
Cole's
how
locked
many
in.
FNCSs did they just ruin
Wish we don't do
by
this tomorrow. I
bulldozing
can't
these
play
teams?
tomorrow.
And that was a
At school.
possible another one of those chances if they were to take
Oh,
down
Clicks' team just got a
Cooper and
kill.
Curly. They can only sit by and wait and hope that their points stand. As Clicks, Yamzo, and Higgs pick up their second elimination of the game, something that's needed because they're
Yeah.
staggering farther back, which means they haven't been able to get the damage. And then the heals on top of that they need to make sure that they're healthy when they exit the zone, and that's how they picked it up. 3v1, all angles secured.
Bless you.
Bless you.
How old are you? Yes, sir.
Game 12. FNCS Finals Major 2 has been nothing short of exceptional. And it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. It doesn't matter who you are a fan of. The way that these trios have managed to play today, the willingness to push one another and kind of test the skills, test the boundaries of each other is what has made this an absolutely incredible FNCS, and it is still ongoing here. Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo do have 2 eliminations. Keep in mind, Peterbot's trio doesn't have any, so that point
Dang, there's a lot of people
is starting
fighting.
to close. Muzzjack on Rise, end up losing one. This is not looking good right now. It's a full-on fight here. Pressure coming in from Broken and Liam here on the low ground. The edit from Muzz is nice. Not a big enough tag to give him a huge advantage here. Liam now pushing a wall. Muzz super quick with the layer changes here, Jacob.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of keeping them guessing while still attacking from different angles, but he finally backtracked, reunites with Yapko.
Wow.
Down goes the Water Sprite. And the longer this fight goes, both of these trios are going to have to start thinking, is it going to be worth it? Do we disengage out? Especially the one that is going to be on the high ground. They have the overall say, and down goes the Thermite. And even though it's not big damage, they at least kind of get a feel of where Yapko's positioned at along with Muzz as they continue to fire and keep pushing pressure down as Yapko's shields go out the window. Muzz is feeling the pressure, forced to converge onto the low ground, build some extra space.
Oh,
And there's
Reed's
isolated right now. Oh
Curly's
no.
down. Third place might be on a lifeline right now. Muzz, Japco, and Rise just have to kind of hold in. There might be 2 spots opening up for the global championship here. Japco's hurt. Muzz has to hold it down now, but they've been on the retreat this entire time. The pressure from Broken is starting to build up here. Muzz looking for an escape plan. Down they go, out to the side. No mats to really work with, though. This is all but dangerous. A very risky play to fully disengage here, but they do it. They get inside of the facility here and now, and the team up top kind of eases off. What is going on here? Game 12 really is kind of tossed in the air right now.
Yeah, and it kind of makes me wonder, because while all this was going down, well, this is how it started. Rise was the one caught off guard. Not even hit a bush, just on the side of a mountain. But while all that was going down, you said Reet had went down. I noticed
people
in the
keep on
feed,
saying
Cooper had went down as well. So
that
just like the game
team
that they
died.
won, it's
That
really
Peterbot
going
died.
to be in Curly's hands to try to get the team back up, so that way they can hold on to their
Look at
spot.
this.
Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual 16 below. We talked about the changes to start the game, them getting pushed by Clix, Yamzo, and Higgs. Now look what it has done to them. No elimination, 16 below the damage threshold, and forced to make their way to fight another team.
And we got that official update there. Third place is down and out. Reed's team fully eliminated at 682. That's going to be the cutoff. Iamzo, Clix, and Higgs, though, in a box fight right now below the surge here at the Seaport City. And guess who is showing up right now? Cold, Ritual, and Peterbot, who are also on that line, showing up to the scene here. They're going to be one of the few teams that have to jump into a box fight as well. So don't be surprised if all of these teams reinitiate. As the shots are breaking out, the attention is starting to build here. 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 120 below, Clix, Higgs, Yamzo. Clock is ticking, son. You gotta make a move here. In they go. It's all or nothing. The bats are
Clix is knocked. Clix is knocked.
Down Veer.
Yamzo's knocked.
But no, Dash has a better angle.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
all
up to Higgs now.
Tournament on the line for them. Shot still breaking through, but he's able to get the elimination. No siphon.
He's rising, he's
down.
rising.
Splashes onto Clix. He's trying to save the day.
No, Batman
Get
Boogas.
them back into the game, but Dash, he heard a lot of the noise. He knows some knocks are there. On the other side, one wall separated, but Higgs is going to hold on to that one. Gets the revive, finishes it, but Clix just gets trapped on the other side, but he gets the elimination. That was absolutely big for Yamzo to get the siphon there, but Clix goes down, and they heard it. The Hunter
Oh my God,
are now
Clix is
on
dead.
the prowl.
It's
Look at
wait,
them
hold
looking
up,
around.
hold up.
They're thinking about it.
Peter,
So there was
wait,
a
hold
fight
up.
breaking on in here. I see the boxes, but I don't see the team just yet. They're gonna cap off on heels.
Wait,
here.
no,
Someone's knocked,
no,
someone's
ain't
down.
no way.
It has to be
Peterbot's about
the
to
players we are
push
likely looking for.
Batman
You know
Booga
what they're trying
and
to do. They're
Yamzo.
trying to find the right skins. They're 22 below now.
Never
They end up
mind,
swinging
they're-
around. They
they're
end up
dipping.
going more passively instead of aggressive here. And this is unlike Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold. They might be feeling the pressure of the major being on the line here.
We haven't seen this in this situation out of them since the group stages where they went down to Storm Surge and zone
Wait,
overall.
Peterbot's almost dead.
Shots are coming out from behind. That's Higgs. That's Yamzo.
Wait,
They're
wait,
ready to
they're-
take it
they're
by
pushing.
force right now because the fight. Peterbot has to
Or no,
backtrack.
it's
He needs
50-50.
the surge. He needs
They're
it
getting
here.
keyed.
This is the
They're getting
nearest
keyed.
team to them.
Wait.
Ritual turning around, trying to backtrack, but down goes
Peterbot's dead.
Peterbot.
Peterbot's
That is
dead.
their elimination. That is their Storm
Cold.
Surge, and that is their chance to win it all. But Cold, he has something to say about it. On the other side, he hit a massive
2v2.
shot onto Yamzo to backtrack him. Because of the fall of Peterbot, though, look at the heals. Look at the loot that Higgs now has in his inventory.
And the siphon just kicked in, so it ends up keeping him alive for a little bit
Wait,
longer.
Cole's dead.
falling
Cole's
for the
dead.
surge.
Ritual's almost dead.
Puts him down. First place is starting to be
Yo, Clix is no, Peterbot's team is dead. Yo.
Higgs and Yamzo still have to earn some points.
They-
Eliminations
all
separate
they
them.
need is points
They've
now.
already
All they
earned
need is
6.
points now.
There's a team on their heels.
Clix
There's
is
a
dead.
player on the outskirts. There's knock body everywhere,
Bad
Jacob.
Clix is seen.
No.
And they fall.
Wait.
Oh, that's all.
Wait, who won?
Clix.
Wait, who won?
From the FNCS champion.
I-
Points are down, monster.
What?
I
Peterbot
don't
won?
think we could have witnessed anything
Peterbot won?
better than
Yes.
this.
It was
Pete won.
extremely close. In the end, everyone took damage. They had to fight it out.
13-point difference.
Elimination credits because you need to do damage in order to get rewarded.